Sim sim salabim! The spirits are about to speak! Hello, people. Happy Saturday evening. I hope everyone is doing really well tonight. It's been a really cool day for old guy. It's been actually kind of fun. Um, and see, Janice is in here. Hi, Janice. Nice to see you. So, as I was saying, it was a really kind of fun day today. Our state governor, by the way, can you hear me? Okay, Janice, is the volume better this week than it was last week? Wondering if it's. I can. You can hear me okay, I hope? Hello. Okay. Well, I'm going to assume that you can hear me okay. All right. Awesome. So anyway, today our governor uh, decided that he wanted to do, what was it called exactly?
A no meat day.
No meat day, and he wanted everybody to eat meat or plant-based meat products. And Stoner, hey, good to see you. Thank you. Joining me with an APA. Well, awesome. I'm glad you're here. So I was just saying that today our governor issued a no meat day. Eat a meatless uh, meat product like Beyond Meat or something like that. And one of the biggest industries in our state is the ranching and cattle beef industry, and that really made a lot of ranchers pretty unhappy. So because of that, Mrs. Old Guy and I got free lunch galore. There were several cities that got together. I mean, we're talking fire departments and beef ranchers and beef producers, like the people that process the meats and everything. Uh, they really, you know, went out and said, you know what, up yours kind of to the governor, and had a free like meat day statewide. All kinds of cities, everything from little towns all the way up to Denver on the state capital, had a huge free feed people meat day. And so I don't think the governor's thing went too well, so we took advantage of that. Anyway, who else came in? Val. Awesome. Thanks for coming in. It's good to see you. So anyway, Mrs. Old Guy and I went to this local place that in our town. In fact, I did a little out of the kitchen for it, but they were given free hot dogs, free burgers, and they were doing it, like I said, everywhere in the state because of that. So I want to personally thank the governor for initiating have a veggie burger day, which really brought on Feed Everybody Meat Day. So that was awesome. Mrs. Old Guy, I got to eat free, so that was really fun. So anyway, did they have sea meat? Yeah, I don't know. They probably do, although I've never seen the tune fish, as Val was explaining on his live stream. But you know, it wouldn't surprise me. And I think sea meat is probably a better name anyway. Uh, excuse me. So, anyway, tonight I've got a couple of really cheapo, highly processed dollar store snacks that I'm going to add onto this the shrimp review. Just because I went into the dollar store and I'm walking by their freezer case and I see them in there and I was like, well, how bad are these? So I'm gonna try some of those too. As a matter of fact, old guy has got to get the fryer warming up. That won't take too long. And just remember, I want y'all to remember something. Am I missing anything here? Oh, hi. Hello, Kelly. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in tonight. Let's see, who else? Did I miss anybody else? No. Okay. What'd you say? Sorry, Val. I'm going to just read this here real quick. I don't know for sure if they got riled up on the sea meat thing or not, but anyway, okay, so I need to get back to what I was talking about. And that is these snacks. And Mrs. Old Guy, as a matter of fact, I'm going to have you go grab them for me, if you would, please. And I'm going to talk a little bit about these snacks, but I didn't want to get them out like here and have them sitting thawing out. So Mrs. Old Guy is being super sweet and going to grab them for me. And so I did get a little bit of adjustment on my volume, so I'm hoping it is better for everyone. Janice said it sounded okay for her, and I just wanted to double check on that. So. Oh, remember, the sun doesn't go down. The sun doesn't go down. The horizon moves up. Think about that one. Okay, so what have we got here? I'm going to just take a second here and see here. Doink, we're going to go like this. We're going to go to camera 2 for 1 second. And tonight I've got these. Can you guys see that okay? I've got these cream cheese pepper bites. Video. Awesome. Thank you, Val. Okay, so cream cheese pepper bites, and it just says, okay, jalapenos. It doesn't say that in the name, which you figure it would, but just cream cheese pepper bites. These were $1, and let's see here. I'll go through it a little bit more here. I just want to show you these snaps, loaded potato sticks. It looks like it's going to have bacon and cheese and maybe some green onions or something in there. All right. And then, of course, the two shrimp, a Kroger shrimp versus a name brand C-Pack shrimp. That's what's on the docket tonight. All right, we'll switch back over to camera 1. And I'll get these out of my way for a minute. Tonight's beverage, Dr. Pepper. It's been in my fridge for like, I don't know, months. So I figured I'm going to get rid of it tonight. So I'm going to whip out the trusty meat jar. All right, what am I missing here? Well, yeah, you're right, Janice. You figure they could say something about jalapenos, but put my fryer in the retirement. I was frying everything. Yeah, I've gone through a couple of fryers myself. Ari, hi, welcome. Thanks for coming in tonight. I appreciate you. And let's see, everybody say hi to Ari. Let's see here, what else is going on? Can't go wrong with, no, Dr. Pepper's okay. In fact, I'm going to take a sip of it. Normally, these sodas are a little bit on the sweet end for me, but hey, I was tired of looking at it in my fridge, so time to drink it. All right. Oh, Val, I was doing some checking, and it turns out that I can't get any Rocky Mountain oysters, at least locally. So I'm going to have to check what kind of other sources I can get, other than fresh. So shall we say, Mrs. Old Guy kind of put the 86 on me bringing in fresh bull testicles to make my own Rocky Mountain oysters. So, and yes, it was bull testicles, not Bullwinkle. Bullwinkle would be fine. A little moose meat would be great. But until I can find them breaded and prepared already in a box, and I just deep fry them from there, the Rocky Mountain oyster request is going to have to wait, unfortunately. So. So that means, Janice, the suggestion that you came up with for the deep fried rib, I'll be doing that this next Saturday night. So next week, I'll be doing smoked rib, and I'm also going to use the boysenberry barbecue sauce you sent me with that. So I'm looking really forward to that one. All right, here I'm going to just catch up with anything. Am I on live chat? I got to make sure my chat's all right here. Okay. Good deal. Everybody's there. I'm not missing any chat. So I covered that. I didn't want to miss that. So, all right. So, my Bullwinkle quote, or my Bullwinkle mention, I guess, puts it a little close to the edge for me. No. Right? Does that offend anybody that I would eat Bullwinkle? Seems like everything can offend people nowadays. So, Janice, let me ask you, were those ribs just like dusted in like cornmeal, or I'm not cornmeal, but like cornstarch, and then deep fried, or were they battered or breaded otherwise, or exactly how were those made? I guess I could just read the or watch your video again, but let's see. Oh, Guinness, nice. Ari, take a swig for me. I like to cook with Guinness a lot. It's awesome stuff. Yeah, you can. Well, I found them, Val. I found them online to get them cut and breaded, and like you would get in a bar, you order up a little basket full of Rocky Mountain oysters, and I can get them that way if I order them like on a commercial size, So, and that's a little more than I want to buy. That's a huge box, so I'm trying to find some place that sells a little more retail size, and that's where I'm having difficulty in finding them. But they do make them. So I just have to, source a little better. But that will happen because Rocky Mountain oysters, I grew up with those. So, yum. Okay. Yeah, moose is on my list too, Val. I've never had a chance to have it. And, I've, of course, live here in Colorado, so I've had all kinds of wild game, at least from Colorado, and moose is not among them. So, I would love a chance to do that. In fact, this isn't really a native animal to Colorado, but there is some people that are locally raising yak, and so I've got a hunk of yak. I think I'm going to have to do something here pretty soon with. Did I get that out right? I think so. All right, let me check my fryer, see if I'm getting close to ready. I think so. I think I'm about ready. Does anybody have a preference on what I start with? I can see I can put it. Oh, that would be nice, Janice. a thin batter. So it hold the sauce better. Okay. All right. So, like a tempura batter, maybe real thin or something. I'll wait and see what we come up with over the week. So, I'm going to start with the Snaps loaded tater sticks. What does it say? Real cheddar potato, real baked potato, cheddar cheese, sour cream, and flavored with bacon, and a crisp golden coating. All right. Well, we'll see what that's about. Chicken spaghetti-o soup. That sounds interesting, Val. Chicken spaghetti-o soup. Oh, here's my buddy. Come on. Come here. Come on. Here, you want your treat? Come here. Come here and say hi to me. I got my doggy here. Oh, he just wants to sit and get petted. Maybe he'll come up and say hi. We'll see. So, we'll get these sticks out of the bag. Oh, that didn't want to tear up. Guess I'll do like 2 of them anyway. All right. We get a fair amount of roadkill here too, Ari. Only it's not moose, but the moose population is a lot less here probably than what you have up there in Canada. And what part of Canada are you in? I mean, I'm vaguely familiar with Canada. I've been to Vancouver, and I've also been to what is it on the other side of Niagara Falls there? I can't think. Is it Toronto there? There where the Niagara is, Ari. So I'm gonna get these dropped in the fryer. I should get to. Let's go to camera 3. Okay. So I've got this. They're starting to fry. I guess I might have had that in there a little bit soon, but it'll be all right. Oh, you're in Toronto. So was I right? Is that where the falls are? I went there when I was young with my parents. I remember if it's Toronto or whatever the city is there. Okay. All right, that's what I thought. They had this real touristy area that had all kinds of like little attractions, like Ripley's Believe It or Not museum, and boy, it seems like there was another place that had kind of like a fun house sort of thing with the mirror maze and some other things in it. But that was a pretty fun time there. That was a lot of fun, and of course, when I went to Vancouver, the scenery there was just beautiful. The mountains and the forests up there are just beautiful. So anyway, these are frying up all right. And crank it up just to make sure it gets good and hot. All right, so I need to get another swig here. Well, that would be great. All right, Mrs. Old Guy and I would love to, to go to Canada for a visit, but I would have to see what it would take to bring our doggies with us. That's the one thing I wouldn't do is kennel them for any length of time or whatever. If we're going to go on a trip, they get to go too. So, but yeah, I would love to go up there and check out some of the food up there, and you're just some of the when I went up there before, it was just beautiful. It was in the summertime, of course, so I don't know, and I've heard the weather up there can get pretty extreme. But okay, these are cooking away. All right, and now am I getting? Is it too bright over on my side here? Am I bleaching out on you guys at all? Niagara Falls very touristy, and they're really of course I imagine it is. Everybody wants to go to the famous Niagara Falls. I did. The waterfalls aren't a big deal. Oh yeah, I understand that. I really do. There's a few places in Colorado that are known, and the tourists come for that, and it's not a really big deal to us because that's what we grew up with. So I understand that completely. Let me get loose in the U.S. Yep. I've never seen. I've rarely even seen moose here, let alone had any to actually eat. Get this things out of my way here. These are ready to come out. All right, moment of truth here. All right, these sticks are out of the fryer. Let me get this set out of my way for a second. Get something to pick them up with so I don't cook my hand. Alrighty. So, alright, I'm going to hold them up there. Can you guys see that okay? You want me to go to camera 2? So here. Does that help me give you a good shot of those breadsticks? They don't look too bad. They look kind of like a big fry. Give you a second to check those out. Okie doke. So, all right. Let's give them a try. Wow. They smell good. Potato-y. I'm going to give it just a tad. Nope, no salt. I'll see what they taste like. Just like this, out of the fryer with no salt or anything on them. Wow, these aren't too bad at all. Not for $1. The potato inside has a fairly decent texture. I'm going to hold that up like that. I don't know if you can see that okay, but it's a really good texture. The green onions come out, and the cheese. These would be good dipped in like some ranch or something. They're good as they are. So for $1, $1. Where's my rubber gavel? Gotta give them a guilty of being exactly what they taste. They are loaded potato sticks. I can't really say I taste the bacon a whole lot. Well, I can taste everything else. It's got a nice crunch. Oh, hey, Sam, Cereal File. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in and watching me. I appreciate it. We're just trying my Snaps dollar store loaded potato sticks. So, and they're good. Well worth $1. Now, don't go for these highly processed things. But if I was looking for something quick and cheap, these are definitely worth $1. And they taste pretty decent right out of the fryer with nothing on them. Yummy. That's actually pretty dang good. All right. And we got, the highlight is the Battle of the Shrimp here in a little while. So let's see here. Did I miss anything? Let me see here. Caribou. That's something else I've never tried either. Is caribou. All right. So if we ever do make it up there, I'd love to try caribou too. That all those, some of the wild meat I've had, like venison. Sometimes it didn't taste very good, and I think it was just because of the the preparation method, the cooking, how they did it. I've prepared it myself a few times, and I liked it a lot better than what I've gotten. But that doesn't really mean anything. There's a million different ways to cook it, so I would really like to try it. Well, I'm going to see if I can get Polly or Chumley at least in here. Hey, Chumley, Chum, come here. Come here and say hi. Come here. Come on up. Come on. Here. Look. Come here. See, he'd come up and say hi to me earlier, but he won't come up and say hi to me now. Maybe he will later. He's being camera shy right now. Every other time, he likes to photobomb when I'm doing my videos. He'll photobomb me real good. Oh, here he comes through. Here. You want your treat? Come on. Come up and say hi. Come on. He's here. Come on. Come on. Well, I guess not. Oh well, I tried. I'm going to eat down this this other loaded breadstick real quick.
Potato stick?
Huh. Potato stick. Thank you, Mrs. Old Guy. See? She keeps me straight. Anytime, buddy. Come on. Hey, Snore. Welcome. Thanks for coming in. We're just chowing down on cheap dollar store food. That's actually decent. Yeah, I could get some. I'm pretty sure I could buy some exotic meat or get caribou from an exotic meat place, but I think I would enjoy it more if I went to some place where it's commonly cooked, where it's a common dish, and see how it's prepared there, rather than me just taking a chance of guessing the best way. I imagine the people that eat it all the time would really kind of have that nailed down, and I think I'd rather try it that way, but that's just me. All right, so let's move on to this next one. The Snaps Cream Cheese Pepper Bites. I'll just hold that box up here real quick. All right, and we'll give these a try, and it does say with jalapeno, so we'll get these out of the box. Cereal File says hi, Mrs. Old Guy.
Hello.
Come on, let's get it open. You ready to come up? Come on. Oh, come here and say hi to me. Come on. Oh, come here. Come on. There we go. There's Chumley. There's my buddy. You want your treat? He gets a treat too. Ooh, all 140 pounds of you. Yes. Now that he's up here, he might not want to get down. Okay, anyway. So we're going to these cream cheese pepper bites. Bye, buddy. So, here's a couple of these, and I don't know how they're, if it's just a randomly formed thing. It looks like maybe this one is the odd one, like maybe two that got stuck together. Because that seems to be the regular shape. I guess I'll do these two. And into the fryer we go. Let's go to this view for a little while. And you guys. Alright. So what's going on here? Yeah, Chumley's a big dog. He's a big boy. About 2 years old. And Polly, I'd have her come in, but she's a lot smaller than Chumley is. So even if she stood up like he did, I doubt if you'd be able to see her. She's just too small. But yeah, they're fun. One of her favorite things to do is to grab her squeaky toy and just run around the house squeaking it as fast as she can squeak it, and she can squeak pretty quick. So they're a lot of fun. Right, so what am I cooking here? The real cream cheese. These pepper bites here. Real cream cheese and jalapenos with a special blend of spices nested, mind you, in a golden, crispy breading. Well, we'll see if it's nested or not. Does nested mean they're going to use little twigs and stuff? Or maybe what are those birds that they use to make bird's nest soup, right? They make their nests out of saliva or something, right? I'm not sure. Is that right? I think. But so, yeah, we'll see if it's nested or not. Hopefully it's not made with twigs. We'll see. It won't take long for this. Oh, yes, that's a big thing. You got to make sure that I'm properly frying these things, you know. It could be critical. Yes, they do. They've chewed the squeaker out of a few toys, Val. We try to get ones that have a big squeaker in them, so that they seem to last a little bit longer than the ones that got just the little ones, because they're so strong. Their teeth can just puncture right through the smaller ones without too much effort. So I try to get the bigger squeakers where they got to put their whole mouth around it to get it to squeak. So. Oh, awesome. That is okay. I thought I've never had bird's nest soup. I've seen it made, and I thought that's what it was from the saliva. But I'm going to give those just another couple minutes. And let's see here. Missing anything? Go back a little bit. Make sure I didn't make any more. Yeah, Janice, we had to. Mrs. Old Guy and I had to start attending dog training classes with both of the dogs. They're so strong, and they weren't. We had to get them trained up to properly leash walk. There was a couple times where they pulled me down to the ground, so that doesn't do. So we've been in school for what, a month now, Mrs. Old Guy? Yep, a month. Okay, I'm going to get these out of the fryer. All right. Drop them off. Ooh, hot. Let's see here. Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Old Guy. Oh, wow. One of them popped in my hand. I'm glad I had the paper towel or the napkin, because that really would have hurt. Can you see those okay? They do. They look really nice and crispy. So, all right, let's go back to camera one. Yeah, one of these just, can you see that? It's split open right onto the napkin here. See? I'm glad I wasn't holding it. That probably would have hurt. All right. So hey, Mrs. Old Guy. I'm sorry. Could you bring that one, the jalapeno one, back for me, please? Ooh. Okay. It's got a really nice bite of jalapeno. Thank you. Yeah, the snaps jalapenos. Jalapeno. No, I'm gonna get this right. Snaps, cream cheese pepper bites, and they do have a nice jalapeno heat. I'm pretty surprised how hot they are, pepper-wise. I'd say on the medium-high end of how hot a jalapeno can get. It's not as hot, but just, getting there. Got a nice little bite to it. And cream cheese it's flavorful. It's not over salty. And this is kind of a surprise because a lot of these processed foods like this are just loaded with sodium. In fact, it may have more on here than I think it does. Let me just take a look here. Yeah. 1,090 milligrams of sodium for the box. So that's a fair amount of salt. But they're not as salty as you might think they'd be. They don't taste that way anyway. And they're good. That's really 2 out of 2, and that's really a surprise. It really is. I mean, I don't eat this stuff normally, and I'm totally surprised how good they are. For $1. I'm amazed. Wait, let me get back here. See, squeaker toys rarely last with my but tennis balls was the squeaker lasts the longest and her favorite. Yeah, I've got a couple of tennis balls, but they end up splitting them in half in just a few days. So I'm looking for balls that are a little tougher. They got these Conga, I think is the brand of dog chew toys, and I'm looking into that, but they're expensive. So, yep. Thank you, Jen. Or thank you, Cereal File. That reminds me, it's my own board review, and you'd think I would remember to find the items that I like and that say they are what they are guilty. And so I'm going to have to backstep a little bit on the loaded baked potato. Those are guilty. Very tasty. I tasted everything except for the bacon, and I did get a little bit of hint of it. And these cream cheese bites, surprisingly enough, have a really nice taste. And a fair amount of heat. Also guilty. So, little homages to Cereal File. Thank you, Sam. Okay, so I'm about ready to move on to the main event here. Thank you, Mrs. Old Guy. So that was the Snaps cream cheese pepper bites. Woo! Hot, hot. All right. Here we go. Now it's Battle of the Shrimp. Which one of these are going to be a better shrimp and a better deal? I didn't keep track of the exact price of each item, but I kept track of the price difference between them. And there was a $2.30 different price difference between the Kroger brand crunchy jumbo butterfly shrimp, and the C pack, which is the name brand, which is the more expensive. So let's see if there's any real difference between them. And is it worth the money for the C pack? Oh, well, they look like decent shrimp. Let's get the package open. And I'm going to fairly judge, I'm going to do 2 from each box. And to mark them, I'm just going to put a toothpick through one of them. And I guess since I opened the C-Pack first, whoops, I don't want to spill them again. Here's the shrimp I just pulled out of the C-Pack. And they are with tail. And I'm just going to put a toothpick through these if I can get it in there, so I know which one is which after I get it out of the fryer. Come on, is that going to work? Are you going to get in there? Or do I have to do them separately? Because I'd rather be able to test them side by side rather than one at a time. Okay. All right, I think that might hold. Get this other one in here. Oh, boy. That toothpick didn't hold up very well. How many are there ways to make shrimp? I don't know. Probably at least as many ways as you can make an egg, which is 100 and something. I can't remember the exact number, but I imagine there's a whole bunch of ways to make shrimp. Lemon pepper shrimp, and I really like coconut breaded shrimp. All right, that one I think will be okay. Okay, so back in the box. There you go, Mrs. Old Guy. Thank you. And now I'm gonna get this box of the other shrimp open. Hey, gentlemen, you want another treat? There you go. There he goes. You don't want that? Okay. He smells like Doodle smells Val's treats and whatnot. Knows they're in here. These guys are kind of getting to be the same way. They know when I'm in my boardroom that there's food. He smells the shrimp. All right, come on. Boy, these are some tough plastic bags, I'm telling you. Got to be stronger than that. What American chain has decent shrimp and grits? Well, boy, Ari, I'm not really sure. The last fast fish or seafood place that I went to, I think, was in Arthur Treach's, and I'm not even sure they're still around anymore. Are they still around, Val? Arthur Treach's seafood, or are they all gone? They used to be all over the place. And that was about the last time I went to a chain seafood place. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, there's some places that sell them, but yeah, like Val said, it's mostly bars and stuff. Okay. Look at set that right there. Shrimp are going down. Oh. All right. These won't take long. Let's go back. Let's go to get that fry cam up. I'm doing this so you guys don't have to. Yeah. I'm gonna eat this cheap fried food so you guys don't have to. I'll let you know what's good and what's not. At least that's the story I'm gonna stick to. I didn't. I thought they had gone, but I wasn't sure. It's been a long time since I've seen them. But I think really that was the last time that I had any kind of real like seafood from a chain, other than when I did the fish sandwich from Popeyes a little while back. Yes, I like cheap fried food too, apparently. Okay, those are cooking right along. The fry cam is doing well, and the sun is starting to do nothing. It's the horizon moving up. Starting to get dark here. And what do you guys think about this time change thing? I know there are some states that they don't have the time change, and some, of course, other countries. But if you have a time change where you live, where in the summer you spring forward an hour and then fall back an hour in the winter, is that something you like? Do you agree with that? I don't like it at all. I would much rather just have it stay the time that it is now all year, and just leave it at that. But only 7 standalone locations. Wow, that's not many Arthur Treaches left then. Yeah, and they're all on the East Coast. Yeah, mostly Ohio. I guess that's not on the coast, is it? And get this shrimp out. All right. So we get these shrimp picked up. Woo! And I think I'll get one of each to compare. I'm just going to go to 2 for a second here. And we can talk about the differences for a second. We can see that the CPAC one, which is the one that had the name brand that has the toothpick, it turned out, about 2 shades darker than the one Kroger brand. But other than that, they don't, they look about the same. Other than the Kroger one looks a little rounder. So, all right. Woo! Hot. I got to let these cool just for a second. Yes, Mrs. O'Day. Thank you. All right, we're going to let these cool down just for a second. Hot. I think they should move it back a half an hour and call it even. Okay, well, yeah. Set a clock back, all the clocks back 30 minutes. Yeah, I guess. That's one way to look at it or to do it, that's for sure. I've never really thought about it that way. To split that difference. I'm not sure if I would like that or not, or just leave it like it is, or whatever. That's very provocative of you, Val. All right, I think this is cool, just enough for me to take a bite. Now this is the CPAC. And I'm purposely doing these with no salt or any dips or anything like that. So I'm just getting the flavor of the product without anything kind of masking that. And let's get that little bit out of the way. Okay. Can you see that okay? The breading is really thin and it's pretty crispy. The shrimp has a decent texture, but it does feel a little mushy, not like, I don't know. It doesn't feel quite as firm as like a fresh shrimp or whatever. And it may be just because these are frozen, but we'll see with the other one. Okay. Well, all in all, it was a decent shrimp. It didn't have a lot of shrimp flavor. It was more like a shrimp thought. Even though I was eating shrimp, I really didn't get that shrimp flavor from it. So I don't know. That's kind of a minus in my book. So now we'll move on to the Kroger brand. Mm-hmm. Also, with this one, the breading is very crunchy. It's also pretty thin. I hope you can see that okay. However, like the other one, the shrimp texture itself is kind of mushy. And there's no real shrimp flavor to it. Mm-mm. I mean, they don't taste bad, but they really don't taste like shrimp either. So I would say that if you're going to buy some breaded shrimp, there's really absolutely really no real difference between the name brand that you're going to pay $2 or $3 more for than the store brand, at least in this case, which was the Kroger. But neither one of them really had a shrimp flavor. My advice, and I know Val would probably do this as well, if you're going to have some shrimp and you want some fried shrimp, just go to the store and buy some shrimp and make a little batter, dip them, and fry it yourself or bread them, whichever you want to do. Like I like to with coconut. They're going to be a lot better. But, so which one? Yeah, definitely the Kroger brand. Just because it's a less expensive product. Other than that, there's no difference. Slight flavor difference in the breading. But they're both really crunchy and they're both, seasoned something or other. I mean, they're shrimp, but it sure doesn't taste like it. Right, all right, I agree. Cocktail sauce. Even just a little bit of lemon juice. But you would think if you're going to buy shrimp that it would actually taste like shrimp. It'd be like buying a steak and biting into it and having it taste like nothing. Because it just tastes like the breading. I get no hint of shrimp from this at all. I'm going to try this other one here. And this is the C-pack. Yeah. Both had that mushy texture. Yeah, ketchup would be okay. I also like the chili sauce. Looks like ketchup, kind of comes in that multi-sided bottle. That's good for dipping too. And maybe I should have got some out. I don't know. but I really wanted to judge these products as, you know, as they are. Didn't want anything to mask their flavor. So, really, it's kind of funny. For the money, if I'm just going to sit down and like watch some TV and have something to munch on, I feel like having something fried up. I think I would have rather eaten the stuff from the dollar store than these shrimp, because at least they tasted like they said they were. Like the poppers tasted like the cream cheese jalapeno. The loaded baked potato tasted like loaded baked potato. These shrimp tasted like seasoned breading around something, but it didn't taste like shrimp. So
Innocent?
huge, yeah. I'm gonna have to call it innocent. Both of them innocent, but I'm not gonna ring the bell. Well, I can't really call them innocent either, because they did taste good. They just didn't taste like shrimp. So I guess it would be a pass on the board review. It would just be a pass. They're good, but they definitely don't live up to their name. They're not. They didn't. At least those brand. Should I try other brands? What do you guys think? I mean, is it just those two, or should I try like what's the other ones? There's Gorton's, I think, is another name brand on the fish products. There's another one out there. That's not going to come to me, but I know there's at least one more name brand of shrimp that I could try. If you guys think it's worth it, I don't know. I will be trying some more of those dollar store ones for sure, because those were a total surprise. I really didn't expect those to be as good as they were. I'd much rather have those. Yeah, that would. I think they would probably be good if you're talking about the shrimp with the boysenberry sauce. Janice, is that what you're? Is that what you mean? Because I think that would probably be pretty good. And next week, I might just pull out another couple of shrimp and cook them up with the ribs, and try it that way. I mean, why not? I mean, it's my fryer. I can put whatever I want to in there. Well, not whatever I want to. I mean, there are some limits, obviously, of what I am capable of putting in that fryer. But I think you understand what I mean. So. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I'm going to try it with shrimp next week when I do the ribs. And like I said, Val, I will try to get the Rocky Mountain oysters. It's just, I'm going to have to order them in somewhere, or maybe have to make a long distance drive somewhere to get them. So I will do it. It's just going to take me a little bit of time. So, well, geez, wow, that hour seemed to go by pretty quickly. Man, that was a surprise. Jeez. Sorry, that shrimp made me kind of thirsty. Or breading. Really wasn't the shrimp, it was the breading. Oh yeah, spicy mayo. It's funny. I working in kitchens for as many years as I have, you would think that I would get used to the taste of mayo, but I really don't like just plain regular mayo. It's got to be beefed up with something. Like you said, there are a spicy mayo, or sun-dried tomato mayo, or garlic mayo, or something. I just don't like regular mayo. So, anyway, so we're about done for the evening. And I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. But I do appreciate everybody coming in and seeing me and hanging out. And, I'm going to kind of go like Val, says, to take care of yourselves and take care of each other. But I want to go one step further. If you can do something for your community, if you can help out, if you live in a big city, well, maybe you can't do something for the city, but maybe you can do something for your neighborhood. If you can't do something for your neighborhood, maybe you can do something for your neighbor. Volunteer, give some of your time, okay? If you got a little time, give of it, right? Help people out. And I appreciate everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye.